Along Highway 95, south of Moscow, Idaho, there's an old ranch house. Since 1885, it's been owned by the Lorang family. For most of that time, the family lived in the house, and now it's home to the huge collection of Lorang artifacts. This is the White Spring Ranch Museum. Diane Conroy is one of the Lorang family members who operate the museum. It all started with John and Mary Lorang. As a young man in Wisconsin, John worked as a logger. Through hard work and thrift, he built a small fortune, a few $100s.
He got married in 1884, and a week later, he and his young wife Mary traveled out on an immigrant train out to Colton, Washington.
John continued logging in the Moscow mountain area. During that time, White Spring Ranch caught his eye.
He bought it in 1885, and the next year my grandpa was born.
Diane's grandpa was Bernard, the second of 10 children born to John and Mary.
He would tell me stories of his father and how he made a chair and how he moved the house around, and it was just a legend to me.
John Lorang became a legend in his family by being such a lively patriarch.
He just was curious about everything. He saved photographs and letters from the time he arrived. I think he carried some with him, actually, so it might have been his father's tradition. He would travel around and take photographs, and they were especially good photographs because of the candid shots that he was interested in taking. I have found photographs where he's feeding a deer that are especially tender. And there's a picture of him goofing off and playing I'm a Little Teapot. And the kids took a picture of him doing that. And there's one of him sitting in a camper that he built himself. And he attached a string from his shoe to the camera so he could take a picture of himself out on the woods. He just had a deer personality, I think, and he was very curious about many things.
While John was a lovable character, so was his wife, Mary.
She had quite a sense of humor going along with all his different escapades, and she was just a warm and friendly mother, and everybody remembered her very well.
John photographed and collected various things that interested him. He kept much of his collection in a small cabin behind the house. He called it the Curio Cabin. Next to it is a log cabin which a neighbor gave to John in 1918. This cabin also holds many objects. Members of the Lorang family lived in the main ranch house through 1984. The house still held a huge amount of family items. In 2003, the family wondered about listing the ranch on the National Historic Register.
So I ran with it and contacted everybody that I could possibly find to see how to become a National Historical Site.
White Spring Ranch became a National Historic Site in 2004. Diane and other family members have made the ranch into a family museum which displays a broad range of history.
What's most unusual about this collection here is the journals and the letters. You'll see them lying all around the house, notes about different eras over the last 130 years, and extensive letters, detailed journals. There is a World War I collection because Henry Lorang, who was the son of John, served in England during World War I, working on the fabric wings of airplanes, aeroplanes they called them.
There is no paid staff yet at the museum, but students from University of Idaho and Washington State University, along with passionate volunteers, are helping the museum to hit its stride.
This is a family that hasn't thrown away a single piece of paper in over 130 years. I mean, who does that? It's awesome for me, but I mean, to some, it may look like a hoarder family, but look what we have. This is a historian's treasure trove. As a history person, I fell in love with this site immediately. I saw a lot of potential here, and I decided to write the development plan for this site as my master's thesis.
Along with many volunteers, there are resourceful people within the large Lorang family doing their part for the museum.
It's an artistic family. We have sculptors and artists and painters and masonry artists, custom home builders. We have writers and journalists. It's a family trait.
A legacy that began in 1885 with a loving couple and their loyal family is connecting the 21st century Northwest with history.
If you have an idea for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSPS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSPS Public Television.